everybody. This is KC along with my co-host Mark, and this is I want to say makeshift podcast slash reaction to the new trailer or the latest trailer from Mass Effect Andromeda. And we're just gonna talk about our impressions from the trailer and what we got out of that trailer. So Mark, so overall, what did you think about the trailer?
I enjoyed it. I was hoping for a little more detail, but there's still a big double handful of stuff in it to look at. Details. You could spend a fair amount of time slowing it down and looking at all the screens it showed.
I think I did. I spent like 20 minutes trying to dissect stuff from the screenshots or whatever I could get from the video. So yeah, I did a lot of that. Overall, I liked the gameplay. I liked what I was seeing. It's a facelift. I want to say it is a facelift from the trilogy. Something new. So if people haven't played the trilogy, this be good for them. If you have played the trilogy, it'll be out of your comfort zone a little bit, but I think you can kind of get used to it. Seen a lot of stuff as far as like mechanics and other stuff borrowed from other games. I think I seen like a Destiny borrowed mechanic, as well as what other mechanic I seen. I seen some Halo in there too, but I don't want to dilute it like that. But did you see anything that you saw from any previous games?
I know I saw some Halo in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. I was like, I seen a little bit of Halo, just a tad bit of Halo gameplay in there. But overall, yeah, it's definitely something new. I'm glad they went into detail about all the categories of the guns and the classes. Right, and I loved it. I loved just the whole breakdown of it. I would have liked a little bit of more gameplay, like you said. I would like some more gameplay, but they've given out so far has been sufficient enough. And one thing I gotta say is I still don't like Ryder's reaction. I just don't like Sarah Ryder's face. I mean, her face in the beginning was just like, I don't know what they were going for, but they need to fix her face. That's just my personal gripe.
I don't know if you've seen her face model, but somehow they've gotten something kind of wrong with it. I'm not quite sure what, but there's something off.
Right. And I just don't care for Sarah Ryder's face right now. But that's whatever. That's nothing that's going to affect the gameplay whatsoever. Other than that, we can go ahead and dive into the details of the trailer. So, starting off after we see the 5-second footage or stop footage of Sarah Ryder's, they go right into the combat, and right off the bat, they go into the cover system. You can use your vehicle as a cover, similar to the trilogy. You can use just about anything as cover. It's all in third person, same as the last one, which was expected as well. We knew about the hoverjet, so that's pretty cool. The hoverjet, actually seeing it in action, I know it was in other trailers or video gameplay,
but I think they just held it long enough that you could see what it's capable of, rather than quick cuts in the previous trailers.
Right, so now you notice you can kind of hold in the air for like 5 seconds and then kind of shift back and forth, which it takes some resemblance of Halo, just a little bit, not too much, but the hoverjet is pretty cool. The enemies are kind of unique. I don't want to say weird. The enemies are unique. We know about the cat. We know about the. Well, I know about the cat. The dinosaur-looking creature. I forgot his name. What do you have his name, Mark? The.
You mean the four-legged thing? The
Yeah.
fiend,
Yes, the fiend, and then
also known as a space bear.
Space Bear. That's weird.
Well, it's an Andromeda nerd thing.
Oh, I understand. Okay. All right, that makes sense. And then we also got some enemies called the Raider, which I'm not sure are they the process or the predecessors to what we would call the who is that, Cerberus, or are these just like random, like
You know, I'm guessing these are people from the Nexus who, for whatever reason, didn't want to go with the program and got off and started setting up their own colonies.
right? So you got those enemies, and
And the Remnant.
the remnant. Seeing them all in action, it looks cool. Hopefully the AI is a lot smarter. So according to this trailer, you got some that'll actually stay back and snipe, and then you got some that will go ahead and dive head first and flank you as well and make you come out of your cover. That might be interesting to see how the AI plays out in the game. I didn't get too much as far as how smart the AI is, which I'm guessing that they'll put out a longer trailer / gameplay as far as how the enemy interacts with you.
I'm not sure.
You don't
they
think
may
so?
leave that to be discovered when you actually play the game.
Okay, well, I think it would just be kind of cool to just see how the AI works in the game, just the enemy AI, and how fast it reacts. Because there have been some games that have been questionable as far as the enemy AI as being like stupid or just like redundant.
Artificial stupidities. Most game AI.
But no.
Except often they cheat.
Yeah, I've seen some smart AI, and especially, and I hate saying this game, The Division. Some of their AI is smart, not all. Some, they're very inconsistent, but some. But other than that, the enemies look cool. If we can go ahead and dive into the weapon category too, while we're at it. So, I have 4 categories, actually 3, but 4. We'll say 4 for the sake of this. Those 4 are pistols, the shotgun class, the sniper rifles, and the assault rifles. Did you see any weapons that you think you'll be using?
Sure. I mean, like half of the ones they showed were returning weapons, so the things I liked from previous games will certainly get a try in this game.
Right.
Also, it should be noted that the SMG category has been rolled into the pistol category.
Huh? That's duly noted. That's duly noted. Also, they have melee weapons too. Did you see the melee weapons as well, Mark?
Yes. And the hammer, the sword is an Asari weapon, evidently. The basic Omni Blade is back. And then there's this Ingaran Faran thing, which I just saw a name and I have no idea what it is or what it does. And what they also listed Biotic Amplifier as a melee weapon, which I have no idea what that means.
Amplifier? Is that the No, that can't be it. We'll have to see that. I have no idea. I can't even imagine what that would even look like.
Maybe it gives you, one of those. I don't know if you played Asari and ME3 multiplayer, but they had a special kind of melee, which was they just sort of stretched out and yelled, and there's a little bubble effect surrounding them.
I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that because I know that there's the wave where you just like stretch your hand out and it throws like a dark energy wave. But we'll have to wait and see what that looks like. I at this point in time I have no idea what it looks like. While we're talking about that, still, since you said the multiplayer, still no updates on the beta for the multiplayer. Nope. Still none. So
yeah, been checking the website and my email daily. Sadly, nothing.
Yep, I've been checking frequently too. So, and we're almost I feel like we're in the home stretch right now. So
yeah, I mean it's 32 days as of today, and in a few hours it'll be 31 days. So
right. As of this recording,
True. Just in case you care, this is a Friday night for those listening sometime later.
Right. So Friday night. So the no weapons restriction or the no class restriction actually leaves the combinations to your imagination. You can do whatever you want, so you can max out whatever weapons you want at whatever time, and you don't have to do a replay, which I think that is pretty cool. And the combinations too, the three technical type weapons as well. So you got the Milky Way weapons, the Remnant, and the Helios.
Right.
Let's start with the Milky Way. So with the Milky Way, according to the game or according to the trailer, their projectile. Well, they had projectile ammo. They actually came back from the regular game, from the old ME3.
Yeah, I mean, if you played either 2 or 3, these are the guns you're used to.
Okay, so they just now we have a class on it, and then the Remnant, which use beams and have a higher rate of fire, and they're super accurate. Also, this is the only well, let me not say the only weapon. This is the weapon I know as of right now that does not have a capped ammo, but it does have a cooldown.
Right. I mean, it's going to play a lot like the weapons from Mass Effect 1 or the Prothean / Collector weapons from ME3 multiplayer.
Right, which that's actually cool.
And there was a tweet that it's possible to build your weapons with this kind of ammo type built in.
Yeah, I did see that tweet. Who was that? That was from don't say his name.
I don't remember. I'm approaching information overload.
Oh, that's fine. Just let it all flow out. Then you got Helios,
which this is partially where my Halo thing twigged in that some of the weapons are heat-seeking, kind of like the Needler from Halo.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. And the difference is this is plasma based. The Needler depends on what you define the Needler as, but slower speed. The Needler was definitely faster speed, so all it took was the lock on you one time and it caught you. Also, with the longer charge, they hit harder as well.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely. It's hard not to say. I definitely got the Halo feeling from this game. I mean, just from what I was seeing. And I'm not saying that BioWare actually just outright copied Halo, but I was just with everything from Halo 3 to 5. There's a lot of influence from on this game from Halo, from the jetpacks to the to the weapons too, and sort of the enemies as well. I was looking at one of the enemies, forgot the name, the observer. Yeah, I'm no saying that. Observer. Yeah, it looks kind of familiar, but like I said, it's a facelift, and hopefully, because I'll check the forums and see if anybody else makes that connection between this game and Halo, or once the action game hits, and see if it's like the same speed as Halo, or it's just you get that same feel. But I know Halo players wouldn't even come over to this game because there's no PvP, it's only PvE, which some gamers are really adamant about competition, so they don't want to play just PvE. That's boring to them, which I'm like, fine, that's not what Mass Effect's about anyway, but it's a nice added plus for us, right?
Right.
So, yep, that's cool. Other than that, well, actually, here we go. I gotta make another Halo reference. The hammers. Halo had hammers. Remember you?
Yep.
Yeah. And swords. Holy shit. Excuse my language. The swords. Wow. Okay, yeah. So, all right. So we're saying that this it's a little bit of influence from Halo, right? Just.
I mean, the sword is definitely different from the Halo sword. I mean, but
I don't know. That hammer kind of looked familiar. That hammer, even though it's different, it kind of looks familiar. I'm surprised nobody popular has put out like a comparison, or watch this. I guarantee you somebody's gonna make a comparison video. If it's not me, somebody's gonna make a comparison video and put it up. But yeah, it's okay. Also, well, the sticky grenades, which replaced the Omni grenades, which I don't know why they just didn't call them.
Well, Omni grenades is the skill, and one of the upgrades to that in that tree is sticky.
Okay, so thanks for correcting me, but they are sticky. Well, you know, Mass Effect had those grenades in there before, so yeah. You can't call copycat on that. You got flat cannons. And then there's a skill class. Do you want to go into the skill class, or?
What do you mean by skill class? Profiles or tech or skill trees, or
the profiles?
Profiles is sort of classes, and they give a bonus to that area of skills. You know, like the adept profile presumably makes your biotics better. The soldier profile makes your combat skills better. The engineer profile makes your tech stuff better. And of course there's the combo classes, which help with 2 or more skill trees.
Okay, so we got that. You got any more?
Just a little tidbit from the trailer was the thing about favorites, where it looked like you can set up, 3 skills and a profile, and swap between them pretty quickly.
Right, I seen that as well. I thought that was pretty. Thought that was
So
pretty
effectively,
innovative.
you've got 12 skills fairly easily accessible.
And that is, for me, that is actually that's a step up. That's actually pretty good. If you're dealing with different type of enemy, and biotics doesn't work on them, you can switch classes and deal with them faster, as
Right.
opposed to just being stuck on that one class. Um, there are actually, let's see, I got 3 different classes I made notes of: combat, the technician, and biotics. Um, if I can just get into what the combat is, basically combat is more focused on weapons, gears. You get more damage or more weapon damage as far as that goes, and accuracy. You're able to use the flat cannons and the grenades. The technician is pointed towards more, I guess, crafted weapons, and it's a better strategy for your crew. And you get an added plus with the cryo beam and the flamethrower. And you also got the abilities to evade and do energy drain, as well as set up a turret. And then with the biotics, you get control. Well, you get control of dark energy. That's a given. Also, you get the ability to pull and throw your enemies and use your enemies as a meat shield. I think that is so
I
dope.
I am going to be carrying around an enemy at all times.
Exactly. I'm just gonna throw. It's gonna be like pinball or bowling balls with the enemies. Just pick you up and throw you. You gotta think. When will you be able to access that ability? Will it be right away? Will you be able to just plug and play, or will you have to actually build up the skill?
I'm not sure. I suspect that may not be something you can do, with one point in the skill. But, they didn't go that deep into that subtree, so I don't know.
Right.
But we'll know soon.
Well, yes, we will know soon. Also, to add it, the cloak is with the technician as well as overload, and then with the overload, you can chain damage multiple enemies. That is wild. I actually have to see that in like person. So cloak and overload.
Yeah. Many of the skills have extra abilities when you hold the button. Like, overload, hold it, and you can charge up for multiple attacks. Pull, hold it, and you can, leave someone, pick someone up and use them as the meat shield.
Right, that's pretty cool. I think that's probably the one thing that's going to kind of separate it from it being an outright copycat.
Well, I really don't think it's an outright copycat. I think it's influenced by all the other games. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely an influence there, but like I said, I like the facelift. I like the graphics. I like the mechanics of how everything plays, and it's definitely gonna be something new. A lot of people probably have to adjust to it, which I'm pretty sure this community is pretty good at adjusting to changes. We didn't get too much into the enemies as well, and the enemies.
we talked about them. One thing before you leave, skills, is that little orange barrier. I think that's a combat skill in this game rather than a tech skill.
A combat skill rather than a tech skill?
Yeah, I think it's called. There's a combat skill called barricade, which I think is what that is.
I had to take a look back at it.
I mean, it is not necessarily labeled as such, but I'll have to. Also, there seems to be a little timer on that thing. If you look in one shot, there's a little sort of line across the top that shrinks as time goes on.
Oh, look at you paying attention to detail.
Hey.
There you go. I see you. And this is the reason why I have you on here, because you pick up all the other things that I wouldn't honestly catch. I honestly didn't catch that at all. So, yep, you're like I said, you're dropping nuggets. You're definitely dropping nuggets, Mark. There you go. There you go. Do you have anything else before we shift gears back onto the enemy, or about that?
Not really, other than you actually got to see teammates fighting in this trailer.
Yeah, that was definitely cool. You got to see why am I drawing a blank on names? You got to see Liam. Yep. You got to see Cora and Liam in action, which I thought was pretty cool. You got to see the enemies. Pretty cool. But back to just to touch on the enemies real quick. We know what type of enemies we're gonna get. Basically, if you didn't catch it, yellow health bar means there's armor involved. Blue means they're shielded plus armor and they're more resistant to biotics. And also, enemy shields do recharge, which I think in ME3, if there was like the little cloak thing around, that was sort of like a shield recharge, but it seems like the enemies will be able to recharge them without any machines involved. So that'd be kind of cool. If you don't kill the enemies fast enough, their shields will recharge. So adds a little bit of difficulty to it. So I think that's pretty cool. As far as that goes, the enemy, like I said before, they stated that the enemies will, flank you and as well as play keep away from you as well to, snipe you or whatnot. So we'll see how that goes. Overall, I have nothing. Well, Mark, what do you think about the enemies? What did you pick up anything from the enemies from your notes?
Nope. Although there was a tweet that said something along the lines that when you increase the difficulty, the enemy gets a little smarter, or at least changes behavior a bit. In addition to getting, bullet spongy and dealing more damage.
Right. Well, that's expected. If you're a balls to the wall guy, you're gonna go with the max difficulty. Me, I'm gonna take a medium. I'm gonna bitch out and take a medium the first play go around, because I want to actually enjoy the game. So yeah, I'm not gonna be going crazy.
Yeah.
Unlike you, Mark, I know you're a wild boy. You're gonna go for the max difficulty. You're looking for that.
I may do insanity in first playthrough, depending on, assuming I get a chance to play multiplayer a little bit to learn the combat system. On the other hand, maybe combat is different enough that I may have to dial it down a little initially.
Well, like I said, I'm taking it easy. Not easy. It's gonna be medium, so I can enjoy the gameplay and not get killed too much. Overall, like I said, I definitely enjoy the 5 minutes of gameplay that I've seen. I enjoy the cutscenes, pretty good. If I had to grade this trailer, I say I'll give it a 8.5 out of 10. It gave enough. Could have been longer. Could have included a lot more gameplay as far as mechanics, but it did his job. It did his job.
And the best part of the trailer, it said part 1, which we know means there's going to be a part 2 and hopefully a 3 and 4.
Oh, of course. They're getting down to the nitty gritty for the release date. What you said, 32 days, and after today is going to be 31. So yeah. Yeah, I like the trailer. I thought it was good. Seeing some details there, the different planets, different enemies. I think it's overall, if you haven't already pre-ordered it, don't be like me. Don't pre-order. just, just wait until we do a review of the game. Unless you really support Mass Effect, then yeah, just go ahead and pre-order if you really support it, if you really want to. I pre-ordered it so that way I can have that money out of my pocket already, because who knows what's gonna happen between now and then. I might just lose it all in the gambling bet. No, I don't even gamble. I'm lying. Yeah. Mark, have I asked you, did you pre-order?
I did.
All right, so we're all a part of the problem.
That's right.
And that's the running joke. We're all a part of the problem. So, yep. I like the trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer, I'll leave a link down below of this video. So that way you can go watch the trailer. And I'll leave links to the articles regarding this trailer, just in case you want to know more information, and in case me or Mark missed anything, so that way you can become informed and don't look like a rookie when it comes to Mass Effect. So Mark, you have anything before we go?
Actually, Nakmor Drak, they've unleashed some details on him.
Oh, go ahead.
I find interesting. In spite of most of the crew being young and inexperienced, Drak is 1400 fucking years old.
Holy.
So he probably was in the Krogan rebellions, and he's been fighting for more than 1,000 years. And another interesting detail about his armor, that little bone stuff that's on the edge?
Yeah.
That's from Ket.
So this fucker's been collecting Kets, or
he's been here a while, and he's been collecting Ket for armor parts.
Oh my god, he just replaced Rex in my heart. He has a new place in my heart. He just replaced Rex. I'm sorry, Rex. This Drak is my new, he's my new bae. Oh,
I'm not sure he'd make a good diplomat to the Ket, but he's an interesting guy. Oh, and Nakmor is his clan, which was briefly mentioned in ME2. Not a lot there, but Kesh, the Krogan head engineer on the Nexus, is also from that clan. And it looks like a big chunk of said clan got up and decided to go to Andromeda.
Wow. Okay, so it seems like we might have a small glimmer of hope to have Andromeda tie into the trilogy. You never know. You never know.
And that's about it. Other than the fact that the name of his shotgun is Ruzad, which, according to a tweet, is Krogan for judgment.
We have our first Krogan badass. Well,
yep.
Our true Krogan badass. He's collecting asses and taking names. He does cat asses. Oh man, that is classic. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get me a pop of Drak. I just have to. I got to. Anything else, Mark? You got the floor.
uh, nothing much other than the fact there were 2 press events this week. One in San Fran, which was attended by IGN, and one in the UK earlier today that was attended by Ash from Emmy Odyssey. So hopefully their embargoes are short, and we'll hear information from that really soon.
Well, there you have it, folks. Mark is informing you and dropping nuggets on nooks and crannies of Mass Effect that I didn't even know. He is full of knowledge, and he is going to be on this show forever.
I do not think I will last 1,400 years, though.
He will always be my co-host, so he's not going anywhere soon. So, Mark, anything else?
That's pretty much it. Unless you want to, get into. There is a new picture on the Amazon website that might show the science officer, who is theoretically a human woman.
Dr. Chagwas. I'm
No.
just playing. I know.
But and that is all I got.
Well, once again, Mark comes in with his last minute nuggets. Not chicken nuggets, not from McDonald's. These are actual golden 24 karat nuggets. Other than that, I don't have anything else for you good people today, and we're gonna go ahead and call it this a night. I hope you all enjoyed the 5-minute gameplay trailer. I did. Other than that, just keep looking out for more videos from channel Mass Effect Prime, and we'll bring you many more podcasts, and also have some more game. We'll have gameplay once the game's released, so you don't have to worry about that. Other than that, say goodnight, Mark.
Good night, Casey.
I say goodnight, Mark, not goodnight, Casey. You trying to be a smart ass?
Yes, I'm being a counter smart ass. Instead of saying goodnight, Mark, I'm saying the unexpected. Ha.
Well, good night to you all, and we'll see you next video. Goodbye.
Goodbye.